Good morning, guys. It's about 7 o'clock in the morning and I'm on Lake Raven in Hunstville. And that right there is probably Ruben. Let me answer this. So yeah, Ruben's about to be out here and I have my kayak fully rigged up, electronics, everything, and this is kind of a practice for me, a practice fishing with my kayak, fully rigged, all my rods and everything for next weekend, the big 2-day classic for the Cats, the Kayak Anglers Tournament Series on Lake Sam Rayburn. Really looking forward to that, but need to knock the rust off my skills, and figured this place would be a good location to do so. Hopefully we'll catch some fish today. It's nice and cool this morning. It's in the low 70s. Feels really good, almost getting jacket weather. So hopefully that'll turn on the fish. So the plan is I'm going to throw a little top water here to my left on this point. Never really done too good here, but I'm going to try it anyway. And then I'm going to go deep, see if I can find some fish out there schooling. Normally on this lake, they seem to always be out deep early in the morning. And I see a lot of people beating the banks, but I've had more luck in the middle. But let's just change it up. See what happens. Nothing there. Let's go ahead and go to deep water. Normally when you can find the bait stacked like it is on my fish finder right now, throwing a swim bait or medium diving crankbait or even a shallow diving crankbait, square bill, something like that, usually works, but I haven't got any bites yet. There is stuff everywhere on the screen. There you go. Let me brighten that up a little bit. That's all bait. Every now and then you'll get these lines at the bottom, which is probably fish feeding on the bait. This is about 5 foot deep, but that's what you want to be looking for. Or, in theory, that's what you want to be looking for. Normally, if you find the bait, you'll find the fish on this lake, but so far doesn't seem to be the case, but I'm not going to give up on it yet. Well, they don't want that. Let's try some top water. Oh, dang it. Again. Can't get this fish, guys. Drag was set way too loose. Rookie mistake. This is what I'm talking about, knocking all the rust off. Silly, stupid mistakes. Wasn't huge, but it was a decent fish. I paused on the hook set, tried to flip it in, didn't work out. Oh man, top water gets your blood going. All right guys, so I'm gonna go back this way, away from the gator, fish that same spot where I got bit. Try to make my way back toward Ruben so I can say hello. I hadn't seen him all morning. And no, I'm not afraid of the gator. I wouldn't want to fall in the water with it, but for the most part, they don't mess with you. I'm gonna make this little bitty cut, 100 yards of throwing this topwater frog, see if I can do a little better. I only landed one fish, but I have got bit twice. Probably only been about an hour. Before the sun gets up too high, I want to keep going top water. Speak of the devil, I can see Ruben straight ahead. Let's see if we can get some more. Ruby dooby doo, where are you? You got some fish to catch now. So the topwater bite slowed down a lot, so decided to catch up with Ruben, cruise the lake, and look for laydowns. Didn't want to fish deep. It seemed that the fish were staying shallow. Here's me working a laydown, just throwing a jig, working it in and out, working it from the back of the tree all the way to the end. And there's Ruben standing up in his Pelican Catch 120, working a jig as well, making some nice casts. He's real stable in that kayak. But enough of Ruben. Let's get back to KAYAK. Nice little chunk bass here. Caught it on a Strike King Greg Hackney jig with a Rage Menace trailer. Healthy fish. And here's a shot of me skipping my jig underneath some limbs on this laydown. Absolutely not necessary to do that, but I figured it would be good practice. Make sure my reels were set correctly for the tournament. Shortly after, Ruben hooked up with a nice fish on his jig, black and blue, right in the treetop. Beautiful, healthy, little largemouth. See ya, little guy. Alright guys, it's about 10:30. Caught a couple of fish. Ruben came out a few weeks ago and fished in this cove back this way, and he said there was a lot of fish back there. So hopefully they're still there. I've fished this area before, but I've never had much luck. But maybe it's changed back there. Yep.
Come on, let's go.
We gotta go. So Ruben and I made our way back into this cove. And seeing how I forgot my paddle, we ended up having to break Ruben's in two pieces, tie our kayaks together, and paddle our way through this shallow water full of grass. Here I'm Ruben's trolling motor. How convenient. But unfortunately, we didn't have the same luck Ruben did a few weeks back. I threw a spinnerbait through top water, but couldn't get anything to bite. Alright guys, well we fished that cove, we didn't really catch anything, and I came right back out to the mouth of it here. Seen a fish running through the grass and threw my topwater frog. Got this little guy. First cast with it. Was throwing a spinnerbait back there in the cove and the frog and didn't get a bit. And seen a guy back here in a boat catch one, so maybe they're all in this area. We will see. Pretty fish. So Ruben and I continued to work this area, which seemed to be full of fish. I was seeing that guy in a boat behind me catch several, and I was seeing fish jump, and I was seeing lots of bait. But the guy in the boat looked like he was throwing some type of Texas rig soft plastic, and I wanted to go big, so I kept throwing my topwater frog. And since me and Ruben weren't tied together, I was having to use my net as a makeshift paddle. Here's a shot of me seeing some bait and making a cast to it, and there you go. Another swing and a miss. Alright guys, it's about 2 o'clock. Ruben has left and I'm here by myself trying to make the decision whether or not I want to stay till late this evening and fish. It's kind of hot right now, but fishing's been slow for the most part. I'm going to try to find some shade, go back to topwater fishing, see if that produces anything. So far the recreational people are coming in and it's just getting tougher. So, and there's a big freaking alligator right here in front of me. Holy crap. That's a big alligator. Alright, well, I'm going to throw some top water, see if I can find some fish. Alligator right there. It's sort of hard to make out, but that log looking thing in the middle of this shot is the alligator's head. And there was about 10 to 12 inches between his eyes and nose. That's a big gator. So I decided to work this bank because I had seen some fish jumping just like the one you just seen there, and I thought I'd change it up a little bit. Thought I'd throw a spinnerbait that I actually got on sale from Gander Mountain since they're going out of business. I got it for like $3 and I was real happy to use it. Unfortunately, the fish didn't want it, so I had to go back to Old Faithful and start chunking my topwater frog again. I sure hope I got that on camera. Nice fish. Although I played it off pretty well in the video, that fish hitting my lure that close to my boat scared the bejeebers out of me. Another nice, healthy looking, strong fighting Lake Raven bass. Thanks for the scare, big guy. So even though I hadn't had many strikes, or fish for that matter, on topwater, with all this grass, I had to just keep throwing it. And seeing how I just caught a fish, that'll make me continue to throw a topwater lure for the rest of the day. I continued working that same 100-yard stretch back and forth because it seemed to be the only spot where I could find fish. And working this spot back and forth actually worked pretty good for me. Actually, really, really good. Oh, guys, I got one pinned. I don't know if it's still on. I don't know if this fish is still on or not. I think it is. Yes, it is. Bucket mouth. Yes. On the homemade frog. Oh my gosh, look at that, guys. I am so lucky that this fish stayed on in this grass. Good fish. Let's get a measurement on her. God, I wish I could have got the strike on camera. Gosh, that is a rush. I'm still shaking. I'm not even fishing a tournament. Boy, that was awesome. And all you want to do after catching a fish that big is catch another one. So I kept throwing my topwater frog in the same general area for about another hour or two. All the while, all I could think about was that big bass I just caught and how fun it was. Alright guys, it's about 4 o'clock. It was a great day on the water. So much fun catching all those fish topwater, especially on the lure I made. That's the first time I've really put it through its paces, and the test is good. This thing works. So you guys stay tuned. I'm going to show you how to make that frog. Also, I'll be giving some lures away soon, the September National Anglers Association box. So you guys that are subscribed, y'all stay tuned for that. And those who are new to my channel, you guys go ahead and subscribe. Like this video if you enjoyed it. I really appreciate you guys watching, and I'm so glad you guys get to come along with me on my fishing adventures. It's something I enjoy doing, and I'm glad I get to share it with you guys. So y'all be safe out there, keep on fishing, and I'm gonna go home, cool off, and get something to eat. You guys take care. Come on. Guys, thanks so much for watching, and if you're new to the VentureTube channel, don't forget to subscribe. If you enjoyed watching this video, do me a favor and hit that like button. You guys also head over to my website at www.venturetube.net. I got some pretty cool stuff on there. Until next time guys, keep guiding your heart and a rod in your hand. Come on.